Hello everyone, welcome back to more. I almost said something else entirely wrong. Wow, Octopath Traveler 2. Last time we did Cassie's Chapter 2 here in Psy, which I am assuming means she now has one. Do I want... I mean, you're going to need that eventually. Surpassing power. Oh, you're actually getting power plus there, actually, instead. Do I want that? What's this last one? Oh, okay. That's nice too, for breaking. I can have like an absolute character just dedicated just to breaking then and have them be absolutely insane. You do have Ventral Blade. I guess if I don't want Hikari defending for some reason I could use that, but I really don't feel like I need that. I mean, I'm gonna have to learn them eventually. Yeah, let's get that. Lane Power Plus. What can I get rid of for that? I guess Eagle Eye. Or a step ahead. I don't really need that either for you. Anyway, like I was saying though, we did Cassie's Chapter 2 here, and I'm assuming her Chapter 3 is going to be in the abandoned village. No, really? Well, she still has a Chapter 2 here in Winter Blue. Maybe we have to do both of them first for it to unlock. And we also have a cross path with Ochette and Hikari, as we just saw. Where? Maybe I do have to do both Chapter 2s first to get her Chapter 3. Maybe it does, like, connect like that. Huh. Now I'm very curious. Oh, regardless, before we move on to anywhere, we have a Path of Commerce to do here. Which is literally level 1. Cent of Commerce, whatever. So something tells me we have no fighting. Oh, she has like a ponytail on in her fighter outfit. I didn't even notice. It's neat. But once again, I'm also going to put you in the party, actually, Oswald. Particio. Oswald. No, I'll keep throwing. For now. I'm not going to bother equipping him because I'm assuming there's going to be 0 combat for this. How much does that cost? Well, I'm not going to buy the coin, obviously. He is here at night. Can I beat him up easily? Yes, I can. Alright.
Hand it over.
Oh, wait, he's not equipped. Crap.
I like my odds.
Well, we'll find... I mean, he might still be that easy to kill, you know? He might just be that easy to kill.
Pierce them. Winds of frost.
I meant to use Elemental Barrage for that, but you know, it's fine.
Now
Of course, the fence is up
in
now.
pursuit of knowledge.
Do this again.
Pierce them. Winds of frost.
Didn't die. Alright, I did not do a lot of damage. We're fine. Yeah, we're fine. Don't do that. Just eat a plum so you don't run out of SP.
This one's for me. No.
And hopefully this will just finish him off.
Pierce them. Winds of frost.
There we go.
I've gained valuable insight.
Alright.
A worthwhile endeavor.
Yes, it was. I'm sure we need that loot for a quest. Alright, now that we've done that, I want to get to the armor shop here. Oh, he's gone now. Ooh, yeah, might as well. Get some free soul stones.
I'll take that.
I've got, he's still unequipped. Oh my god. I need to re-equip him.
odds.
I need to equip him. So this stops happening. Elemental Barrage.
Indulge me for
Good, haven't touched the fire. So I'd like to see.
No.
Now that he's broken, let's do that again. Oh, he's already
Indulge
dead.
me for a moment.
He's dead.
Study hard.
I mean, maybe I don't need to equip him after all. Maybe we can just keep doing this forever. Got another Ice Soulstone. I need to find the large ones, though, for that quest. Alright, now that I'm here. Alright. I can't afford this. I think I already... No, I bought that for Ochette, 'cause I have one already. Also, that knife, too, is really good for throwing. I didn't even notice that last time we were here. This is one that is critical. I want to get. And this dojo hakama. I mean, I can get one of those for free by maybe fighting someone, maybe, or buying it from them. So for now, let's get the spike shield. No, hold on to that. And if I can afford it, we'll get the stealthy knife as well. That's actually the most expensive thing here. I just noticed. Of course it is. I really should find someone who can freaking increase sell stuff. 5% off purchases? What do I have right now? Same thing. Okay. So don't bother. 5 to 40% more sales. I should have done that last time then. Oh my god, you are not worth fighting. Even if I had him equipped, you would not be worth fighting. Already have your stuff. Haven't been in here yet, technically. Okay, it's like... Take it. Yeah, I can't get the jam. I don't really need the jam.
What's this?
Alright. So assuming that was you over here? Yes, it was. Alright, yeah, I don't need the jam. It's fine. You can keep your jam. You, on the other hand, have stuff. Oh, you're gonna be real easy. Yeah.
Hand it over.
You're cruel.
I like
Get
my
out.
odds.
I mean, I am. I am just beating you up for money, basically, for your
Thinking
stuff.
time.
Nope. Or at least check that.
Poor aim.
Wow.
No.
Didn't even hit me.
Indulge me for a moment.
And you're broken, and you're dead.
I've seen worse methods.
Mug is so useful. Just so absolutely
a
useful.
worthwhile endeavor.
Okay. Just checking here real quick. Already have your stuff. 5% chance to 50% off purchases. Oh, it's called Gator Tears. They're Crocodile Tears. Oh, he's the same guy. Might as well scrutinize you since I'm here, though. Never mind. Alright, you have the Hakama. He's gone. Giant Splay Imperial. Oh my god, you're strong. Well, I could try for the steel, I guess. That one at least. I don't know if I can buy the Hakama instead. I probably could. 8,200. That's not that much cheaper from the shop. Damn it. How many chances to try? I have one more try? Damn it. Alright. Or at least try. Let's go ahead and restore our reputation. And then we'll try a few more times to steal that, and then we'll just buy it. If I can't. It is cheap. Oh my god. It's still cheaper than the thing, but that was more expensive than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like 2,000 again. Nope, that was 4,500. Oh my god. I can't afford it now. Oh my, I can't afford it now. Please, please, I want this. I want it. And I want it though. God damn it. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Right, whatever. No, I'm not gonna risk ruining my reputation again.
Huh? The emblem drawn on that cart. He can't be. Is that the crest of the legendary merchant Masood? Come to think of it, he was supposed to hail from around these parts. Masood, the merchant who walked the entirety of both the eastern and western continents. Every merchant worth their salt would give a left kidney to read the chronicles he penned of his travels, the Mercantile Manuscript. To think I'd have the chance to meet him in a place like this. I need to take a gander at that mercantile manuscript.
Well, that wasn't it. That would have been really easy if that was it.
Who are you?
Howdy, you're the legendary merchant Masood, ain't you?
He's also voiced by Heinkel, of course he is.
Oh, there's something I'm dying to ask you.
It's polite to introduce oneself before shouting questions at strangers, you know.
Oh, pardon me. Particio, at your service. I'm a merchant.
So? What does Particio the merchant want with a retired old man like me?
Oh, I've heard stories about you ever since I was a chickadee. Like that time you struck a deal with that horde of bandits, or when you saved that little kingdom in the west from famine. Oh yeah, and when you scuffled with the royal family? That story stuck in my old noggin.
I asked you what you wanted with me. A merchant should know how to get to the point.
Yeah, right again. Sorry, got carried away. I'll cut to the chase. Let me read that chronicle you penned. The mercantile manuscript.
No. Now leave.
Uh-huh.
Don't make me repeat myself. I have no obligation nor reason to let a nobody like you anywhere near it.
Nobody? Now listen here, that's hurtful. Besides, even a nobody's got a nobody's pride. And if I may toot my own horn, I've got some merchant chops to my name.
Oh, you do you? Then I'll give you a test. Prove your worth to me, oh nobody of supposed talent.
This is what I'm talking about. You got yourself a deal, fella.
Good. As a merchant, there is one treasure I value above all else. Bring it to me.
Uh-huh.
If you profess to be a merchant, the answer should be obvious. Of course, if you think this test unfair, you could just give...
Interesting. I always stock whatever it is my customer's looking for. That's my merchant's creed. I promise, I'll figure out what your treasure is, fella, and bring it right here to you.
I'd very much like to see you try.
The legendary Masood's treasure, huh? I'll need to start by looking for clues.
How much do you want to bet it's going to be the journey he made along the way again?
Maybe someone around town knows a thing or two about it.
Just like someone else's
Time
treasure.
to gather information.
Well, Mr. Another game. Oh wait, how do I... Oh shoot, do I actually have to figure this out?
As a merchant, there is one treasure I value. Bring it to me.
Well, I can't scrutinize him at all, so... Still locked. Okay, oh shoot, I have no idea. Oh, God damn it. What does it cost to bribe people? Oh my god, I'm gonna lose all my money trying to do this, aren't I? No, not worth. Not worth. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Hold on, get Cassie back in the party. And I guess throw in Agnia too. So I'm done mugging people. Pick some free stuff. Don't know where they'd be otherwise, though. It's a problem. I already have your stuff. Alright. Can't acquire you. Level 34, oh my god. Are we just not gonna be able to do this? We might just not be able to do this. Oh, you're new. Oh, here's his daughter. Okay, daughter legendary merchant Masood. She does not resent her father for disregarding both herself and her mother for the sake of his business, but she does not respect him either. She simply resolves herself to live the same way he did.
That was very helpful.
I think it was, because now I know you're his daughter. Oh, I can't lure you, though. Oh, but I can't hire you. Damn it.
Let's work up a nice sweat.
Alright, I bet you his daughter is what he treasures. Is what he treasures the most. So let's hope this is right.
As promised, I brought you your treasure, Masood.
You did you? Show me.
Your greatest treasure is her, your daughter.
Incorrect. Try again.
Wow, you're a horrible father. Just gonna say that.
What?
It is true that many value their family above any jewel or gem. But that is not the answer that I am seeking for this particular test. Better luck next time.
I wasted my money on her.
Tarnation. I was sure I had it.
What is this test that father gave you?
Huh?
Ah, what father meant wasn't his treasure in particular, but what a merchant treasures most. The thing you treasure most as a merchant isn't leaves or sundries, right?
A merchant's treasure.
That's all the hints you'll get from me. Good luck.
What do I treasure as a merchant? Like she said, not leaves or sundries, that's for sure. That's it. My greatest treasure is me. In which case, Masood must feel the same way, too. It's worth a shot, anyhow.
Okay, so I had to do that. Probably just have to talk to him now that he'll just accept, hopefully. Oh, I have to hire him now? Ooh, 20% off purchases. Can I acquire you real quick? I can. Okay, cool. Before I do this. Once a fate merchant who traversed both continents at the time, both land and sea routes were yet underdeveloped, so it was no small feat to visit all 8 regions. His efforts earned him the repute of a great merchant, but he lost much in the process.
That was very helpful.
Okay, now I'm just gonna do that.
You want to hire me? What is the meaning of this insult, Mr. Nobody?
I've figured out your treasure, fella. It's you, yourself. You asked me to find the treasure you value most as a merchant. I figure every merchant's got one treasure they set store by above all else. Connections they've built, book learning, and experience. All these things are far more valuable than any material object, leaves included. Or am I wrong?
Correct. I'm surprised you got it.
Of course I did. My greatest treasure's the same as yours, after all. Besides, your daughter gave me a friendly push in the right direction. If I couldn't find the answer after all that, I'd have no right to call myself a merchant.
I am honestly astonished that there are still merchants in this world who know how to see to the heart of matters. There have been dozens like you who have come here seeking my mercantile manuscript. Every one of them failed this test and went home empty-handed. I started to think the world had gone dull since I retired. Here. Take it.
What's this?
The key to the archive in which I placed my mercantile manuscript. Read to your heart's content.
Yippee! You sure it's all right?
I've grown old. I don't have much time left. When I pass, so too will my greatest treasure, correct? So I might as well pass on a part of that treasure to you, Partitio the merchant. The sum treasure of those who came before you.
You got it, fella. Thank you.
Alright. You never know what knowledge you might glean about items, equipment, and more. Oh, should I wanted him for real, though! Oh my god, 96... I'll take that at least. Also, didn't I already inquire you? I did.
That was very helpful.
Do you have a good dance session? No. Demi-human on Kate's? Ooh. All the demi-humans, according to the myth, they're... Alright, there's a lot here. Reach the next shell. Oh my gosh. Let's go look for what Partitio wanted in the first place here. Well, I guess this whole thing's a mercantile manuscript after all. Is the outer continent? Four corners. Reasons why these restrictions are being explored are many. Possibly high mountains and deadly currents, to name a few. Of course, in my opinion, it's less than the difficulty of the task and more... Okay. There's a lot here. I don't know how I want to handle this, because... Yeah, it's a lot. We definitely haven't been in an episode yet. I really want to end this episode by reading a crap ton of text. I don't think I do. I need this guy, though. I need to hire this guy, because that's going to be really good 20% off purchases. Shoot. Alright. I think this is what I'm going to do. I am just going to go ahead and read through all of these. So if you want us to end the episode now and go do something else, you can. There's nothing else that's going to happen now. Next time what we will be doing, though, is the cross paths here in Cropdale. And then moving on from there to Partitio's Chapter 2, probably. That's level 16 here. I think I'd rather do that later after we do... Because that's a higher level Chapter 2 for Casty. And he has a Chapter 3 here, doesn't he? What level is this? 24. Also 24. Okay. Oh, I forgot about this stone here, too. That's for Chapter 3. It's only level 20, though. God, we're going to be going so out of order for everything here. I don't know how to feel about this. There's also the set of commerce, too. Okay. Yeah, so next time, I think we'll go here then. We'll do her chapter... Well, no, because I guess I gotta do Partitio's Chapter 2. We'll do Partitio's Chapter 2 next. That's what we're doing next. Determining it right now. That's what's happening next. And then we'll go ahead and do Agnia's Chapter 3, I guess. Then we'll do both of these. And then we'll do both of these. Oh, no, I guess we have to do Cross Paths first. Well, okay. Cross Paths. Partitio. Agnia. Set of Commerce. These two. And Set of Commerce again. Then these two. What level is he here? 24? And what level is he here? 37? Okay, yeah, we're definitely doing this one like last out of this big group here. So hope you all have a wonderful time, and I'll see you all next time. Bye. Okay, now for the demi-humans. A study. Okay. Demi-humans are creatures that resemble humans, and yet are entirely different beasts. There are 8 major types currently known. The verminous ratkin, the reptilian lizardmen, the avian birdians, the amphibian frogans, the simian apes, the subterranean moles, the feline kate, and the cephalopod octopus. Demi-humans have displayed a propensity for much higher levels of intelligence than monsters, and are known to employ tools to some extent in their daily lives. And yet, to this day, their origins remain shrouded in mystery. According to the histories, they simply appeared one day, as if by magic, throughout the world. Kates are a skittish race, the most timid of all demi-humans. According to the myth, there was once a great war fought between humanity and the demi-humans. The conflict was long and bloody, but in the end humanity emerged the victor. Through wisdom or foresight, the Kate alone sided with mankind during this strife, and this alliance won them a place within human society. Unfortunately, the clever and cunning nature of the Kate soon earned them an ire of their neighbors, and before long they found themselves ostracized and cast out. Labeled as traitors by demi-human and human societies, the Kate withdrew from both to pursue isolated lives, hidden away from all who might do them harm. The smell of beloved, delicious catnip seems to be the only thing that can draw them out of the hidden places they call their homes. So we need to find some catnip if you want to actually grind, okay, and get that crazy buffs. Okay, what are the octopuffs? These are new. Octopuffs are the most independent of all demi-humans, and are the only ones that chose not to participate in the mythological war between humanity and the demi-humans. They are known to prefer travel to battle, and it is said that they only stop their wanderings when their time on Earth is over. Oh. There are many superstitions surrounding the Octopath. Their passion for travel and idealistic search for paradise has led some to believe they are symbols of good fortune. There are even rumors that only those pure of heart can encounter them. Of course, adults who have long ago lost the innocence of childhood can still employ cunning to improve their odds of encountering these rare creatures. Octopus favor small, dark spaces, and so the shrewd use of octopus pots to draw them out. All demi-humans possess a certain modicum of intelligence. For example, Arachne are known to steal and employ human weaponry and clothing, and Birdians possess the ability to craft primitive stone axes. And yet, a burning question remains unanswered. Who fabricated the crowns and other ornaments that demi-human leaders are often seen wearing? As far as we know, the demi-humans do not possess the technology or art to craft such intricate accessories. More curious yet, both the make and material of these ornaments are clearly not of human design. So where did they come from? Where, for the matter, did the demi-humans themselves come from? This is merely a theory without any evidence to support it, but perhaps these strange creatures hail from another world entirely. Guarding the town of Stormhail in the Winterlands is the Great Wall, a colossal construction that has long kept the town safe from external threats. A local legend states that this massive fortification was raised in a single night by the gods themselves. Sturdy and strong, yet intricate in design, it is clear that this wall is indeed a feat of engineering beyond what modern civilization is capable of. The legend of this wall continues thus. The Great Wall is merely one small segment of some greater fortress, and the central citadel itself lies deep underground. Many archaeologists have spent years attempting to uncover this hidden redoubt to no avail. More curious is the event that occurred some 820 years ago. An enormous cavity suddenly appeared at the Great Wall, though none know who created or how. Later given the name the Pit of Darkest. My god. It was the catalyst for a conflict between the fallen kingdoms of Fall and Dusttached. Wow. Those names are great. It's just great. This struggle would later be known as the War of the Great Wall. The poet K penned this... Kai, maybe? I'll go K. Penned this passage some 100 years ago. On an island lost in sea split twain lies a portal to an alien plane. Beware, be warned, ye fools who'd approach, for none should draw near, this gate encroach. When Cale first published this passage, it was assumed this island was a mere figment, the product of a poet's overactive imagination. However, in recent years, K's less well-known histories and adventures has come to light, and scholars have begun to debate whether his poems are not fantasy, but in fact, the annals of his travels. A warning for you who reads this entry. Though the existence of a portal to an alien plane seems preposterous, we must remember that what seemed impossible yesterday becomes common sense tomorrow. Steer at what you don't understand at your own peril, for one day you may find yourself on the wrong side of the truth. Nope, not again. I guess I've hit none. I can't just exit it. Okay. Yeah, okay. On weaponsmithing. There exist only 6 primary weapon categories. Swords, polearms, daggers, axes, bows, and staves. Actually, this is not an accurate statement. No shit. Bound by the rules of the Blacksmith Guild, the manufacture of weapons outside of these 6 categories is strictly forbidden. Why limit the scope of human imagination? Religion, of course. The 6 weapon types are those wielded by the gods, and they will tolerate no other, or at least that's the lie disguising the greedy truth. The fact is, it is much easier to monopolize materials and techniques for arms production if you can limit what can be made. Or so a little bird told me anyway. Wherever the truth is, this prohibition has resulted in a very few wielders of whips, flails, and so on. Among the many weapons one may find in this world, some are imbued with magical properties. These enchanted weapons are both rare and powerful. There are 2 primary means of crafting an enchanted weapon. The first sounds simple in principle, but is in fact quite difficult to achieve. Few craftsmen possess the necessary skills. Simply put, magic must be carefully folded into the weapon during the forging process. The second method is much rather hard to replicate. These enchanted weapons gain their power naturally through their magic imbued over many years of use by a gifted wielder. Very few of these have been documented, and it is thought that only those with incredibly powerful wills can make these miraculous weapons spring into being. What is ornamentation? Literally interpreted, it refers to ornaments worn for fashion, like a big, floppy, garish hat. This assumption is a common one, but is in fact erroneous. The truth of the matter is that the true ornamentation refers only to special jewels crafted by dedicated, sacred craftsmen. Only a handful of leaders are permitted to wear these ornamentations, partly because many of them are imbued with unique magical properties. Prime examples would be an amulet that protects against offensive magic, or a necklace that greatly increases the abilities of the wearer. Unfortunately, the knowledge and techniques needed to craft these potent relics are slowly being lost, and the rarity is only bound to increase as the sands of time continue to fall. So those are just what accessories are, okay. To the victor goes the spoils, a long-standing tradition adhered to by those who live by the sword. The stronger take from the strong, until the day comes when the ultimate warrior and the ultimate weapon are united. When a weapon has triumphed over countless foes, remaining undefeated in the hands of a skilled wielder, it becomes what is known as battle-tested ornament. Nowhere is it written that these ornaments must be masterwork. Must be a masterwork weapon crafted by a renowned smith. No, these weapons are forged in the fires of battle. As they taste the blood of innumerable mighty warriors, they awaken to a greater power that adores that of their humble origins. So that explains why Earhart had a battle-tested sword, and like some other people from the end of Octopath 1 had all these battle-tested weapons and stuff. Because they were used a lot. That makes sense. I like that. The bards sing of legendary weapons passed down through countless ages. After untold thousands of fierce battles and stunning victories, they've acquired beyond imagining. A sword that can cleave the sun, a spear that can pierce the moon, a dagger that can send all the stars in the sky tumbling down, an axe that can split the earth in twain, a bow that can transfix the heavens, a staff that can call upon calamities untold. Of course, these are mere turns of phrase, exaggerations no doubt, still. Very few know the true power of the battle-tested ornaments. Why, you ask? Because most of these weapons have long slipped in graves beneath the soil. In times of yore, the gods entrusted humanity with 6 divine weapons so that they could protect themselves from evil. The Conqueror's Sword, the Warlord's Spear, the Dancer's Blade, the Lionheart's Axe, the Hunter's Bow, and the Spirit Lord's Staff. It is said that each of these weapons houses incredible power, and that those who can unlock it will earn themselves a title of Arms Master. And yet the divine weapons were too mighty for humankind. Driven by greed and ambition, the Arms Masters soon began to quarrel amongst themselves. One by one, these artifacts were lost, and with them the skills and knowledge needed to wield them. Still, there are some who remember. Among these learned few, it is thought that the rightful heirs to the secrets of these weapons still reside in the land, passing their knowledge down to generations of chosen successors. Of course, this is more likely than not just an empty fantasy. History of grapes and plums. Grapes! Delicious grapes! They heal the body, while the tart juices of the plum revitalize the spirit. These two restorative fruits are ubiquitous throughout the world. That there's a darker side to these innocuous-seeming treats. According to some myths, their civilization was forbidden to man by the gods, although their cultivation was forbidden to man by the gods themselves. There are many tales why, but 2 stand above all else. Firstly, devilish liquid called liquor can be easily made from the juices, and the gods do not look with favor upon those who drown themselves in drink. The second most widespread story states that they were prohibited because of how easily they would be turned to use as tools of war. Whichever of these myths may be true, it seems that humanity has broken a sacred promise with the divine. The light chi, a succulent fruit from the outer continent, that activates the latent power of the individual. Though its beneficial effects are well documented, it is equally well known for the difficulty of its cultivation. Many talented farmers and merchants have tried their hand at raising crops of lychee over the years, but none of their efforts have borne fruit. Meanwhile, a baseless rumor has long made the rounds in the cultivation community. According to some, the lychee must drink the blood of humans to produce its yield. Okay. This sinister story has been the cause of many tragedies, as unscrupulous fools seek to write their fortune in the victim's blood. Because of this, the lychee has earned itself an unpalatable appellation, the vampire fruit. Time for nuts! 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 The fruit of certain trees, with hard shell concealing nutrient-rich meat and seed within. Nuts are enjoyed the world around as foodstuff. Oh my god, just nuts! 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 Just chanting nuts. However, not all nuts are created equal. Those harvested from some wild trees have powerful effects that are proven to enhance humans' abilities. Scholars have classified these as rare nuts, and have poured blood, sweat, and tears into cracking the secrets to cultivating these precious products. Yet little progress has been made. It seems the moment that cultivation is attempted, the nuts lose their special properties. The mystery remains unsolved, and so these nuts remain a highly sought after and prized commodity. Concoction. Concoction is a process by which two or more materials are mixed together to craft medicine. Legend states that it was Dodo the Charitable who bestowed this holy art upon humanity. Yet the truth is more impressive by far. Generations of healers have, through trial and error, discerned the medicinal effects of plants, seeds, stones, and more. They mixed, brewed, and ultimately tested their concoctions upon themselves, a testament to humanity's bravery and sacrifice in pursuit of its knowledge. Concoction, however, is not simply knowledge of ingredients' properties. No, a skilled apothecary must know how to judge the patient's symptoms and measure the correct amounts to treat their ills. As such, an apothecary able to simultaneously mix 3 ingredients is a master of their craft. And any who can mix 4 can be considered a genius. Though it is not impossible to mix more than this number, this monumental feat is almost unheard of. Well, that confirms Cassie is a way better apothecary than Elfin ever was. He only could ever do 2. Cassie gets to do like freaking 5 if she wants. It's nuts. Soul stones are items which, when subjected to a significant enough physical shock, can unleash effects equivalent to certain spells. Though the exact process by which it occurs remains a mystery, it has long since hypothesized that they are stones that have been imbued with the power of spirits. Recent studies, however, have given rise to a new theory that has been gaining traction among the learned. According to the theory, soul stones are the crystallized remains of magically potent monsters' corpses. If this theory is true, it may become possible for us to artificially mass-produce high amounts of mighty soul stones in the not-too-distant future. The question then becomes, to what will we put this power once it is in our hands? Though I am excited by these possibilities, I also find myself terrified of them in equal measure. There are many afflictions which can plague a patient, and each requires a very specific herbal remedy. Confusingly enough, the herb used to treat all the standard gamut in elephants is the same: herbweed. This useful herb affects him very greatly depending on how it's prepared. Taken in one sense, it shows how precious this medicinal plant is. Taken in another, it shows just how simple the human body's makeup can be. As a side note, herbweed can also be used to add a bit of zest to cuisine. How grand! Not only can it speed someone along the road to recovery, but can speed them to the dinner table as well. Well, that was nothing. There are so many things! So many things! In the arid desert lands of Hinuema, having a good water bottle can mean the difference between life and death. To better store and preserve energy, every last drop of precious liquid, people poured much effort into perfecting the art of bottling craft. Among all the many types of bottles, those crafted by the small Rikon clan are the finest. Manufactured through the secret methods, they are unmatched in their lightweight construction and durable frames. Unfortunately for the Rikon clan, the monopolization of these secrets earned them the ire and jealousy of their other clans, eventually sparking a bloody conflict. Nevertheless, what the Rikon clan lacked in military strength, they made up for brutal cunning. The victory became assured after they hit upon the idea of filling the bottles with poison and flinging them at their enemies. It was thus that the defensive martial art known as bottling was born. I mean, this is neat and all, but do we really need to know the origins of literally every single thing? This is kind of nuts. This is actually what I'm really curious about. Herbweed, a miraculous plant required to craft every variety of healing herb. Its discovery revolutionized medicine that has saved innumerable lives, earning it the epithet, the plant of the gods. Unfortunately, herbweed is notoriously difficult to cultivate and only grows natively in a few limited regions. Because of this, as the apothecary art advanced, so too did the value and rarity of this irreplaceable ingredient. Eventually, this caused its price to spiral out of control. To curb this growing problem, various lands put ministers or lords in charge of overseeing herbweed production and trade, and soon the price of each precious leaf was fixed. This stability eventually led merchants, commoners, and nobles alike to begin using leaves in place of other currencies. Disputable though this is, it is widely believed that the origin of leaf was as common parlance for currency originates from this time. Okay, because of herb, neat. And now for all of the lands. Oh boy. Southwest Celestia, where the desert sands stretch as far as the eye can see. And yet, hidden among the barren dunes is an oasis. A strip of semi-arid terrain running north and south along the riverlands. Here the soil is fertile, and barley and corn can be grown in relative abundance. Countless wars have been waged over the water and resources of this region, and not a few kingdoms have risen and fallen in this place over the centuries. There's also here the legends of Priestess Hinwe Kagura, the conjurer goddess, have survived and been passed down. It is these tales that lend its name, Hinuema. I wonder if a conjurer could be a new job type then, if we have a goddess. I mean, it might just be a title, not an actual goddess. We'll find out. And the Eye of the Desert sits Sai, a fortress city known as the Orochi Bastion. Once held by the forces of U, it was taken by Ku. What are these names? Why just U and then Ku? Okay, that's whatever. It was taken by Ku 2 decades ago. Northwest of this can be found Ryu, a well-known traveler stop where information from all across the world eventually settles. One might be surprised that the many blisteringly short names like Ku and U are common to the desert regions. Locals say the propensity for brevity is because the longer the mouth flaps, the more sand finds its way in. But the truth of the matter is unknown. It's because they're lazy and they don't like spelling, so they made them very simple. Northwest Celestia is a barren wasteland. A blasted expanse of volcanic rock that resists even the loneliest blade of grass. The few brave souls who eke out their existence here have long suffered the sulfuric whims of Fiatzero and its unstable neighbors. And yet life always finds a way. Among the rock and stone dwell the Gulch, an unusually large breed of goats, who subsist on a meager fare of local weed. Unlike other goats, they exceed bovines in their capacity for producing milk, grow fleece more suitable for cloth than sheep, and even produce extraordinary flavorful meat as well. In all matters of livestock, they outstrip the competition and so have become known as the jewels of the wastelands. The cheese produced from their milk is especially scrumptious and has become a local specialty. As a final note, the volcanic soil conceals a wealth of valuable minerals. Many small mining towns have sprung up here, including the southern town of Orush, established by the silver merchants Pop and Rock. Look at that, they're actually in history. Way to go, guys, you're in history. Western Celestia is home to the small lakeside kingdom of Timberane. Surrounded by great sweeps of verdant forest, this land is rich in natural resources. Thick woodland loam provides fertile ground for agriculture, and the seemingly inexhaustible supply of trees fuels industries such as lumber and paper manufacturing. The small village of Cropdale is famous for its raspberries and peaches. Aha, it is spelled with an S! Oh, it's raspberries, not raspberry. Okay. Now I know. And its fruit pies are widely known to be especially scrumptious. That being said, this rural settlement has an abundance of peach-centric cuisine. Peach jam, peach juice, peach salad, peach soup, sauteed peach, fried peach, peach pilaf, steamed peach, just to name a few. Gotta go to the Leaflands and eat me lots of peaches, I guess. My god. Some might say Cropdale has an overabundance of peach dishes, but that's simply because the locals just can't decide on a favorite. Gonna go down to Cropdale to eat me lots of peaches. In the south of this area, one can find the town of Wellgrove, that has grown wealthy through a brisk trade with the resource-poor desert regions further south. The disparity in wealth, the disparity in wealth this has created is to see for ceaseless conflict and turmoil along the border. Southern Celestia is home to long tracts of twisting coastline. along with one can find the bustling port of Calabrine. During the Age of Exploration, roughly 100 years ago, ships launched from this town's piers would discover the sea routes that led to the eastern continent. Calabrine's symbol is its colossal lighthouse, which guides ships from all corners of the world safely into its harbor. Erected roughly 20 years ago by a cadre of engineers who fled the destruction of U, it boasts a unique design. Special ore was polished to a mirror sheen and fashioned into a reflector plate. The light it emits can supposedly be seen all the way in New Delsta. Okay, hold on. Where is this? Because we need that, I think. Combine symbols. Oh no! Never mind. That's the one that broke. That's the one that needs a new one. Today, Calabrine's Church is an important launching point for proselytizers and evangelists who come from the eastern continent to spread the teachings of the Sacred Flame. Southeastern Cilicia is dominated by an ocean dotted by countless islands of all shapes and sizes. The largest of these is Totohaha, which was first encountered by continental pioneers 20 years ago. In its western reaches reside the Beastlings, a petite people with fluffy tails. On the east of Totohaha lies the town of Trapuhupu. I'll go for Tropuhupu. No, Trapuhapu. Trapuhapu. There we go. Which was established by the first continental pioneers to settle on the island. The harbor town's proximity to New Delta caused it to be developed as a resort for the wealthy. In addition, it produces many luxury goods such as delicious coffee beans and now serves as an important stop along the trade routes between eastern and western continents. Since ancient times, the Beastlings have long referred to the northern of the two islands as Haha and the southern as Toto. However, since a local festival celebrating the bonds of family and prosperity of the entire Beastling race was established, names of both sides have been combined into one, Totohaha. Eastern Cilicia is an urban region home to the continent's largest city. Blessed by warm sunshine and pleasant climate, it soon became known as the Brightlands. Agricultural abundance caused the region to flourish, and people flocked here in droves. Wealth soon followed, and development soon after. Before long, buildings like theaters and game parlors were erected to entertain the ever-growing crowds, and now the light of civilization shines as bright here as the sun does overhead. At the center of all of this lies the Brightlands' beating heart, New Delsta. Established approximately 50 years ago by immigrants from the former kingdoms of Delstadt, and the people gave this new home a name to honor the old one. Oh, Delsta to Delstadt. Okay, that makes sense, Delstadt. Finally, in the east of these lands can be found Clockbank, an industrial center that has prospered ever since the Age of Discovery. We're almost there. Northern Cilicia is a land of mountains and hills. Perched higher top, one stony peak rises Aelfric Cathedral, the center of the Sacred Flame faith. Adherents of this religion tenets have worshipped the Sacred Flame that the cathedral houses since time immemorial. An ancient record dated 1500 years ago makes mention of the Sacred Flame's veneration continuing since the misty days of the past. Even though the Beltry cold winter a century previous, the flame continued to warm the hearts and souls of all who visited. In both name and spirit, the Sacred Flame and this church are the divine lords of this land. At the base of the cathedral lies the small town Flames Church. Though its population is small, the townsfolk make a good living, providing for the crowds of pilgrims who travel here to visit the cathedral. Northern Cilicia is a frozen place of snow and ice. Its capital is Stormhill, a mountainous city that houses the Sacred Guard. Established roughly 380 years ago, the Sacred Guard was the brainchild of the Archbishop Kinchler. After the cold snap that assailed the eastern continent in the previous century, the Order established its headquarters here. To this day, this holy organization's mission remains unchanged: to uphold law and order across the continent. It is said that Stormhill owes its existence to its guardian, Glacius. Residing on the sacred peak, Altale, it is thought that Glacius put an end to the cold snap that nearly spelled doom for all who lived there. Travel towards the coast, and you'll find the fishing town of Cape Cold. Great hauls of salmon, trout, mackerel, squid, and more are brought in almost daily. In addition, many who dwell here work in agriculture or textiles, and lately a hardy species of cold-resistant barley has caused quite a stir. And finally, the farthest edges of the four corners of Seleucia are detailed on known maps. Called the Outer Continent, the reasons why these vast stretches remain unexplored are many. Impassably high mountains and deadly currents, to name a few. Of course, in my opinion, it is less the difficulty of the task and more indolence that has left these areas uncharted. Think about it for a moment. Ku is at war with some unnamed kingdom or kingdoms to its south. Emigrants from some unknown eastern local walk the streets of New Delsta. Fruit from the west and textiles from the north are smuggled into our lands without abandon. The unknown is a place of magical appeal to me. What sights are there to be seen across the horizon? What strange music? What surprising smells? What fascinating spaces and cuisine to tempt the taste buds? All these draw my curiosity, but more than that, all other. Wait, well, hold on. All offer. Okay, there we go. My God. All offer unimaginable opportunities for a merchant with business savvy and healthy wanderlust. Oh, I should not be reading this much in a row. My voice. I hope the leaders of our lands move quickly to pen maps of these mysterious lands in the Outer Continent. Outer Continent, a poor name for a universe of possibility, where a prison is a tiny cave called Solstia, satisfied by shadows cast by a light that streams in from outside the walls which confine us. Oh my God. Okay. Oh boy. That was a lot. Well, with all that lore, I'm really willing to bet now Ostera is just on the other side of the planet. Like, we have this all over here. This is like the northernmost reaches here, and it's cold here. So I'm willing to bet just on the literally opposite side of the planet here is what Ostera is. And it might even connect to here eventually too, somehow. But just not in the way I originally thought. Like, might loop back up again at some point. It might be another entire game's worth of land out here that we haven't seen yet. Oh boy, I know I already did the outro, but I'm just gonna do it again. Because why not? Hope you had a wonderful time. And I'll see you all next time. Bye.